Hi everybody, my name is Jeff and welcome to my channel and thanks for stopping by. I'd like to take a couple of seconds to kind of talk about this journey and why I'm here. It's 2024, January. I'm sort of watching everybody else's experiences on the internet, and for the first time in 15 years, I'm actually gonna make an effort to vlog one of my experiences. My wife and I have been married for almost 10 years. We've been together for a lot longer than that. Every year for the last 15 years that we've been traveling, I always wanted to start a channel and just start sharing those experiences. I want to take the next few videos to kind of show how I prepare for those trips. I tend to be a really OCD type of planner. It should be an exciting couple of weeks. So there's a couple of rules to this experiment or this new kind of vlogging thing that I want to do. The first thing is the mirrorless camera that I bring with me on every trip with all the best intention to use is actually going to stay home. My goal is to film everything on the camera that I'm actually filming with right now, which is the DJI Pocket 3 and my phone. So for the purposes of this next vlog, we're going to focus on using those two pieces of equipment. The other thing I wanted to mention before we go any further is this isn't intended to be a daily vlog or anything like that. I think for me, I get as much joy in the planning stages and the pre-vacation stages that I do actually on vacation or on trips. I love getting everything prepared and I love things going as smoothly as they can. So, I definitely want to share that is the fact that I think the journey that leads to the journey that leads to the destination is almost just as important, can be just as fun if you're that kind of person. But I realize not everybody's like that, so that's okay. But as a part of the journey, I got to get packing, I got to prepare some things. I got to get my travel essentials all together. Speaking of essentials, I've got to go out and get myself a shirt because there's only one size of this shirt left in all of where I live. We're leaving in 4 days, so there's not enough time for it to come by mail. So hello.
Good luck for you too.
Appreciate it. Okay guys, we're back with the shirt and now time to talk about travel essentials. And here we have it. Here are my personal travel essentials that over the last 15 years have traveled with me both on personal and business trips. These here are items that through the years I find always end up in my bag in one way, shape or form. So I'm not a minimalist by any means. I think actually I probably end up overpacking in most cases, but I do love things that keep everything kind of organized. The downside to all this stuff is obviously it costs money. Some of these items are cheaper, like this little organizer here, but some of the stuff is a little bit more on the expensive side. So if you can overlook those two disadvantages, I think all of this stuff will actually make your life 10 times easier. And we're going to go through everything in detail, but I'm obviously not going to go into detail about things like your phone or your sunglasses, but these are here just for demonstration purposes to kind of hold where things fit. So let's get into some of this stuff into a little bit more detail. Okay, the first thing I want to go through is this little plastic accordion envelope. This is actually 15 years old, this one, so you can see that it's survived the test of time and this is really well traveled. But what this is an accordion envelope where it has all these separate divider pockets
And what I like to do is, especially on a multi-stop trip or a trip where there's a lot going on, I like to put everything from copies of our ID or tickets or reservations or all that stuff, and it tends to keep it all organized. For our trip coming up, I've got our cruise luggage tags here, so these luggage tags are going onto our bags when we board the ship, and then we have our cruise documents that we need. You can throw vaccine stuff in here. Anyways, whatever you need. There's a couple of card slots in the front for, you know, insurance cards or whatever else you need, and then it all comes together with an elastic band to keep everything all together, and that easily fits in your bag. And this has been with me almost everywhere. All right, second thing is pretty simple. It's a passport holder. This one here is from the Hudson's Bay Company here in Canada. I like using passport holders for a couple of reasons. So if you look at your passport as it is, it's a pretty slim document. And in North America, all passports look the same. They're basically all, you know, blue books with white pages in the middle. So if someone happens to handle your passport and there's a stack of them on the desk or whatever, it's really hard to pick these out amongst everybody else's. But this one here, it just adds a little bit more size and a little bit more bulk to your passport, so it's a little bit harder to lose. Obviously, it's a little bit louder in color, so it's easier to pick out in a crowd. It doesn't really add too much space. The other thing, it has a separate pocket here, so if you're carrying 2 passports or luggage claim tags or whatever, there's a little extra pocket there, and then, you know, just really keeps your passport safe and neat and tidy. There's not really much else, and I know these are a really popular item these days, but for me, it shows off that I'm Canadian and keeps my passport safe. Obviously, when you're on the go, you need something to charge all of your mobile devices. This is probably the best one that I've found, and it is unique for the Apple ecosystem, and I'm sure there's other ones for Android, but most of us are using Apple devices now. So this one here is a 3-in-1 charger. You've got a MagSafe spot on one side where you can grab your phone, and it neatly, or on this side, sorry, it neatly attaches there, and you can see it holds pretty well. The middle section is for your watch, and then this side here is for your AirPods. But this is a great way to keep everything sort of organized, have it on your desk. The other thing too is when you're done with it, it folds up into literally that, which is basically half the size of a phone. So this thing is a great way to keep things organized, keep everything charged. I carry one for myself and one for my wife, and it connects via USB-C on the side there to any normal power brick. You don't need a whole bunch of cords, any of that stuff. And it fits in almost any bag. So this one I really love, and that comes with me everywhere I go to. Okay, AirTags. So these are the best tracking system on the market, I think. Not only do they not rely on Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or anything like that, but you can pretty much track your items anywhere, and we've got quite a few of them. One will go in my carry-on bag, one will go into our actual luggage itself, backpacks, whatever, anywhere that you need to keep track of it. Although it won't really help you retrieve your luggage if they get lost, at least you'll know exactly where they are, and that can be helpful information to the airline. They are a little bit on the expensive side. I mean, I think it's $100 for 4 and $30 for 1. But to me, these are priceless when it comes to making sure that you keep track of everything. So an AirTag will go into anything that's important. On the tech side, to keep things fun, I've got one of these portable gaming devices. This one here has all the games from Nintendo to Super Nintendo to Sega. It has them all in there in a small little package. So if when you're chilling in the lounge or in the airport or you're bored or whatever, you can fire this up to pass the time. This I don't use this very much on vacation. I'm spending more time doing the things that checking out the things where I'm going and where I'm traveling. But if you're stuck somewhere on a bus or just want something different to do, this little gaming device here, they're on Amazon for about $100. They're a quick way to pass the time and a lot of fun. keeping all your cords and stuff organized, I basically have these cases by Native Union. The Native Union is one of my favorite companies, but these ones here are called the Travel Light organizers. They've got 2 pockets on the side here for cords or power bricks, a couple of elastic pockets on the side here for other stuff, and then a nice deep pocket in the middle. You can see you can throw just a bunch of stuff in here really easily, and it keeps things very organized and very easy to zip up. They're not really that complicated, and after they're all zipped up, nice little pocket there that you can throw in your bag. For more heavy duty electronics, like, you know, I'd say more cords, or if you have a power brick for a MacBook or anything that needs a little bit more protection, this is also by Native Union. This is the organizer light, but there's elastic bands on the side here, enough to keep a mouse and a couple of cords. There's a zip pocket in the back here, and then some elastic pockets on the side for, you know, things like power bricks and stuff like that, and a place for your Apple Pencil if you're bringing an iPad. On the front, there's also a small elastic pouch here if you need to put anything in there, but this for more of your heavy duty stuff. I love Native Union and all the stuff they make. I think they look great. All the zippers are excellent quality. This one here is waterproof too. They just make awesome stuff, and this bag here is one of my favorites. Okay, last but not least, I think everybody needs a good water bottle, and a good friend of mine kind of got me into the Yeti brand a couple of years ago. I've never seen a bottle that compares to Yeti in terms of its ability to keep drinks warm or cold. This one here is the 18-ounce bottle, and it comes with the chug top. And what I like about this top here is the small outlet makes it perfect to drink, and it holds ice cubes back if you happen to want to keep a drink cold. But also, when you're filling your drink, it opens up the top wide open, so you can basically pour anything in there, fill it up with ice or whatever it is, and it's also easy to clean. Then that top just secures on here, and then the top secures on that, and then you have a nice compact bottle to keep all your drinks warm or cold. All right, everybody, thanks for watching the first video, and I'll see you on the next one.